guys wrapped up at least a share of the GPAC regular season championship on Wednesday. How does that feel to be a GPAC champion?
Well, it wasn't something that like our group talked about a lot during the season. It wasn't like it was just one of those goals that was out there in front of our face every day, but it was obviously a goal for our guys, and it was something that it's hard to win a conference championship, and I'm just really proud of our guys. It's a culminating effect of all the work they put in starting in the off season from last year, and the drive and determination that our group has got great leadership, and so I'm just really proud of them. I'm happy for them for that accomplishment. It's a pretty cool deal.
Talk a little bit about that moment though after the game, all the fans staying around, the students on the court. Take that picture and hold that trophy. What was that like?
I mean, just you see your guys at center court, and you see teams put a trophy up, and you do all that stuff. But what flashes back for me is all the work that they put in, the weight room, the conditioning, the practices. We've got a very together basketball team that really celebrates each other's success and celebrates team success in a cool way, and so that was the best part for me, is just seeing those guys that you get to work with every day having that kind of moment.
The rest of the league still having to play this weekend. Would you rather be playing, or what are you guys going to do to?
No way, not now. Not that we've got it. I think it's a good deal for us. We're obviously, the thing with us is we won the GPAC, at least a share of it, and how about that? We're gonna have a phone call. We at least want a share of it, and we can focus on what we need to do. We're in the postseason, and so now it's our message is going to be we're moving forward. We did that. It was great. It was special for that, but now we've got things to do in the postseason.
Last year, you guys were the underdog, came in, knocked off Midland, almost knocked off Morningside. How do you get you guys prepared to let them know that anything can really happen in this type of tournament?
Well, that's just it. That's not going to be a message that's going to change from us for anything that our guys haven't heard yet thus far in the season, where we're playing college basketball games. Obviously, there's more implication in the wins and losses, but if you start worrying about the implications and what's going to happen, if it's a win or if it's a loss, I think you can lose focus during the game. So we're going to keep going out and trying to win possessions, and we know everybody we're going to play is going to be a really good basketball team, but that's how college basketball works. You play against good opponents all the time.
You guys are undefeated at home this season. How important is it for you to have those for at least the first couple of games, possibly at the Corn Palace for the GPAC tournament?
College basketball is unique. Just for the fact that a home court advantage can mean a big deal, especially if you got a crowd like we have in an environment to play in like we do, and it makes a big difference. You've got guys that our group loves playing in the Corn Palace. It's something that they look forward to, and it's special for those guys just to play there. So obviously, I think it's a great deal that we get to host those however many tournament games that we can.
The crowds have been getting bigger and bigger with each game, and you think the community is just coming around and seeing how the success of this team and wanting to come out and see them play?
Well, I think supporting a winning basketball team is a natural, probably for anywhere, but Mitchell and the surrounding communities is so unique to have the kind of support we do. We all understand, how neat it is to be a small private school here, but we're a big-time basketball program. It's a program with tradition. It's got a lot of history. There's a lot of fans that have been watching DWU basketball in the Corn Palace for a number of years, and so it's special for all of us in regard to that, to be a part of that, and it's just been really neat to see the support from the community all year long, and and it's for good reason. I mean, our group deserves it. Our group deserves it. They're a good group.
Throughout the game, all these fans that are coming out to see you can often hear you say, make it easy, make it easy. It's something you're imploring to your team throughout the game. What is the real message behind that? What are you trying to get them to do?
Well, I just, from a basketball standpoint and from just like a philosophical, outlook for how we want to play, we've got guys that can make plays. We've got guys we got good shooters, we got guys that move and pass the ball well, and I think the easier they make it, the easier the game comes, and all that stuff happens. They don't have to hit a home run early in a possession with a pass. I think if you move the ball and let the ball do the work, a lot of times things will open up for us, and that's when we're at our best. When we're ever really focused on playing team basketball and using each other, things happen for us.
How has that philosophy of making it easy kind of led to your your off the charts assist to turnover ratio right now?
Well, they've made shots. I mean, that's when you say make it easy, the name of the game is making baskets, and we've got guys that are confident shooters, but we also have guys that trust each other. You just don't see guys shooting the basketball with a lot of pressure because I know they feel they can rely on each other, and I think that's been probably the biggest key. I mean, I wouldn't imagine that an assist to turnover ratio like we have this year is going to carry every year, but it's just been a perfect storm with the types of kids we have and the types of players that they completely believe in each other, and it just makes it easier to play the game that way.
With the you guys are also leading the nation in about 6 categories and second in 4 more. How hard is that to do, and how impressed are you by that?
Well, I think it's really impressive. I mean, we don't get caught up with the numbers, too much. You look at them because it helps to tell you where your team is going and what you need to work on, and with scouting we look at other teams' numbers and all that stuff because it does give you a little bit of an indication. But it's just a big time testament to our guys for what they've done this year. To be first or second in the country in at least 10 categories. It's a big time accomplishment. It just shows what kind of year we've had, and but all of that stops now, right? I mean, none of those numbers matter anymore because it's in the postseason. But yeah, our guys, it's been a special year, and the numbers reflect that too.
With I know that this time of year can be a little stressful on a coach, but how do you get your players to just kind of take a step back and enjoy this journey that they're on right now?
I know some other people are probably going to see this if you put this out there, but like from a coaching standpoint, for me, this is my job. This is my job. I get paid to coach basketball here at Dakota Wesleyan. Our guys, our players, they're here to play a basketball game. They're here to play, and most of them are paying to go to school here. With tuition and scholarships, just with the way it's set up in the NEIA. And so I think I have a big responsibility not to thrust the fact that it's my life and my job onto them and put more pressure than is needed. Our guys are smart, players are smart, they understand they understand implications, but they're still playing a basketball game, and it's a great time of life for those guys. They're college basketball players, they're college students. It's not going to get a lot better than this. They're just really lucky, and I think our group understands that. I think our players value the fact that they get to play a game and they get to play at a place that cares about them. So that's not as tough a challenge as it is for me, but that's what we do. They get to play. They get to play.
Personally, how much are you enjoying this time, or the time that your team's having right now?
Well, from a personal standpoint, if you would have told me a number of years ago when I was, an assistant coach at this level that, hey, you're going to be the head coach at Dakota Wesleyan 8 or 9 years from now, I would have said, sign me up. This is, I just feel like this is a great place. I feel blessed and lucky to be able to coach here, and I love being a head coach with this group and at this school, and I truly do. I just feel a part of it. It's just been a really neat run, and I'm enjoying it like the rest of our guys.
All right, Matt. Thank you very much.
Yep.